Hey, welcome to Wrestling What Ifs, the series where we take your favorite gimmicks, storylines, and rumors, and then we turn them upside down by asking the golden question: what if?
Hey guys, back again with part 2 of What If John Cena Never Joined the WWE. Now I'm going to be honest with y'all. I thought that last episode was just a little bit too run of the mill as far as the booking was concerned. I just basically took one person and, pasted them over John Cena. In this episode, we're going to throw everything out the window and we're going to get wild with speculations. After all, that's what this is. It's just speculations. So we last left off with the Sheamus and Cody Rhodes feud over the title in place of Super Cena and everything that he was doing. Now this is going to bring us to Elimination Chamber 2010. Of course, we've got 6 guys in the chamber, including the current champ of Cody. It's going to be Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Triple H, Christian, and R-Truth. You know, R-Truth is always that 6th man in there. It's going to come down to Rhodes and Triple H. Cody's going to take out Triple H, but after he wins, Triple H is going to attack him back, get some of his heat back, and he's going to send him through the glass in the chamber pods. They always do that spot. Now, this is going to set up for WrestleMania. Trips, he's got to put himself in a big Mania match. So at Mania, Triple H is going to hit the pedigree, but he's going to be attacked before he can make the pin by the Nexus. That's right, the Nexus is debuting early. The Nexus, they're going to attack Cody, and they're going to continue their rampage, much like their Raw debut, but this time it's going to be at WrestleMania. They're going to mean business. Of course, this means that we're not going to see any kind of Justin Gabriel being choked out by Daniel Bryanson or, any of that stuff. So he's still going to be there, none of that stuff going on. Over the next few weeks, they're going to run roughshod over both Raw and SmackDown superstars. Nobody can stop them. At Fatal 4-Way, Cody's going to defend his title against Triple H again because of the way that the WrestleMania match ended. The ring's going to be surrounded by superstars to keep the Nexus from interfering. Now again, the Nexus, they're going to show up, and they're going to take out the superstars. They're going to show up with weapons, bats, that kind of stuff, interfere in the match. The next night, Triple H and Cody Rhodes are going to decide to join forces, and they're going to create a team of superstars to take on the invading Nexus. Probably going to pick guys like Batista, Randy Orton, The Miz, and Kane, along with Triple H and Cody Rhodes. It seems like a good little 6-man team. They're going to meet in a 6-on-7 elimination match at Night of Champions. It's going to be a brutal battle, but it's going to come down to just Cody Rhodes against Wade Barrett and the future Ryback, Skip Sheffield at the time. It's when CM Punk's music's going to hit. Everybody's going to cheer. They think he's coming down there to join Team WWE and even the odds. But then Punk hits the ring. Barrett's going to powder out. And, Cody, he's going to go to shake Punk's hand. But then, bam, he's attacked. Barrett and Sheffield are going to join in. They're going to pin Rhodes for the win. And the pay-per-view is going to end with Punk and Barrett standing over Rhodes' bloody form. The next night on Raw, Paul Heyman, he's going to come out and he's going to state he's the advocate for CM Punk, and therefore the Nexus as well, that they're going to be taking over, and that the Nexus was going to either take over Raw or SmackDown, and it's going to be completely stripped from the WWE, either by injuring stars or recruiting them. Vince McMahon's going to appear on the Titantron and exclaim that if he wants a fight, then they're going to get one. He authorizes an emergency union of stars, effectively ending the brand split. He announces that a unified WWE would need a unified champion, and he schedules a title unification match for the world titles in WWE. Later that night, Cody Rhodes, he's going to square off against Edge, who is the other champion, when all of a sudden CM Punk's music hits, and he enters wearing the ECW championship from the defunct ECW show. Paul Heyman is going to be with him, and he's going to say that thanks to a clerical error, ECW is still technically a WWE brand, and that as the general ECW, he's made CM Punk the champion, and it allows Punk to join the unification match. Punk, of course, he's going to come out on top, unifying the titles and becoming the undisputed champion. The Nexus and WWE are going to battle for the next few months, with the Nexus injuring a majority of the stars while being able to recruit a lot of the mid-carders. John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, the Usos, and even Shelton Benjamin are going to join the Nexus. By the time SummerSlam rolls around, they're going to have effectively taken over SmackDown, and Raw is going to be consisting of what's left of the WWE locker room. Both shows are going to host cross-brand matches, and CM Punk's going to retain the title at SummerSlam. Both brands are going to continue battling into the next year. back and forth. It's going to be some real good shows, and it's definitely going to be something different than we've ever seen. Now, at WrestleMania 27, the main event is going to be CM Punk versus the breakout Nexus star Daniel Bryan versus Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in a fatal four-way match. The cracks, they've already started forming the Nexus locker room because of Punk's cocky attitude. Daniel Bryan wins, and he announces he's bringing back SmackDown. As all the stars the Nexus injured, they come down and they demolish CM Punk. Now there's going to be a draft the next night, splitting the brands again. Raw's going to have the U.S. title, while SmackDown gets the Intercontinental. Both brands are going to have the tag titles, and the WWE Heavyweight title is going to end up being a cross-brand title. Now, after rechristening SmackDown and bringing it back, Daniel Bryan, he's going to be a mega face. He's going to introduce an alternating open challenge for his title. 1 week it's going to be on Raw, the next week it's going to be on SmackDown. This is going to allow the focus of the pay-per-views over the next months to be on mid-card titles. Bryan's going to keep the title around his waist until the end of the year, where he's going to drop it to a heel Ryback. Now, of course, Vince is going to be enamored with Ryback at the time because he's a big guy. He's a traditional WWE type guy. Ryback, though, he's going to end up being injured. You put somebody like that, as green as he was, into a situation at the top, and chances are injuries are going to occur. So at the Royal Rumble 2012, the belt is going to be the prize for winning the Rumble. Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, and Randy Orton are going to be the final three. The Shield are going to make their debut then, and they're going to destroy the three-man, effectively ending the match with no winner. Now the Shields, they're going to be the dominant heels now. They're going to be the ones that face Punk, Orton, and Ziggler at the next pay-per-view in a tag match. They're going to come off as the winners. This is going to allow Seth, who in this universe is the de facto leader, to join the WrestleMania main event for the title in addition to Punk, Ziggler, and Orton. Seth's going to end up winning the title, with Roman and Dean taking the tag titles that night. The entire faction turned face about a month later when they end up saving some divas from the Wyatt family. So that brings us to a Shield versus Wyatt feud for a while, with Seth and Bray trading the belt back and forth. This is going to make Bray's stock rise with the WWE Universe. He's going to end up looking like a credible champion. Both men, though, are going to lose in a triple threat match the next year at the Royal Rumble to Cesaro. He's going to go on to defend against Rollins at WrestleMania, while Wyatt becomes the man to end The Undertaker's streak. Now, the year is going to continue with guys like Rusev and Kofi Kingston winning the title. We're going to have great vets like Orton and Jericho putting them over, therefore setting up the next level of stars. By 2016, the landscape of the WWE is going to resemble more of what it does now, with guys like AJ Styles and Samoa Joe having jumped ship in their main eventers. They're going to battle guys like Rollins, Kevin Owens, in top quality matches. And, of course, the only person that's ever going to be accused of burying anybody is going to be Triple H. No John Cena means more exposure for the younger stars and a revamp of the formula at least 3 years earlier. That's where we're going to leave it off, guys. That's the end of this experiment into What If, and I know it got a little bit crazy. I hope you had fun, and as always, whether you think that this can be or it's just a fantasy, it's just one fan's opinion of What If.
Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, comment, click the like button, subscribe, and even click that notification icon. Now, thanks again, and I'll see you next time for another episode of What If.